Now we're going to switch gears. I want to take a look at some differentiated instruction strategies that we have. We've always been asked about this, so how do we use that with the panel? One of the things that we do differently at ClearTouch is that we use Snowflake multi-teach. With this software, I'm able to go in and immediately be able to use all the different apps that we have in here. So let's take a look at some of the different ones that we have. Some are pre-programmed and some are the ones that we can build. You have things like a lesson community as well, but just to kind of demonstrate right off the bat, I can go in and use something like math bugs to say I want to do something like multiples of 10. And with this is a very simple game for multiplication. All the students really have to do is to find the multiples of 10 and smush the bugs, right? Kind of fun. So with that, all I have to do is begin finding those. If I get one wrong, it'll let me know as well. And when we're done, it gives us a score as well. So that's pretty neat, and that's pretty typical for what a lot of other manufacturers and other folks have. But with this, we went a step further. You can go in now and you can set up different zones. So I don't have to have just one full screen zone. Now we're going to take your interactive panel with 20 points of touch and really make that come alive. So now what we'll do is 2 zones. Your students will probably like this one, right? Yeah, it gets one student over here, get one student over here. I already know what you're thinking. So could they have a race? Absolutely. So if I get that side going, this side going, now they can work together. What I'll show you in just a moment as well is that we can also have 4 separate zones. Now think about this for a second before we transition to the table. But with this, what I can do is I can also go in and I can have this be able to show this to us flipped. You see how that worked? So now if I'm standing on the other side of the table, now it looks normal to me on that other side. I mentioned differentiated instruction though, so you're probably saying, Wes, how can I find more things that are differentiated instruction? What I can do is I can also go in here and I can work with multiplication right here as well, just like I have it here. It's the same thing delivered 2 different ways, and I'll show you some other examples of how we do that as well. So some other things that you're going to find that we just really love inside of Snowflake Multi-Teach is going to be that you have a whiteboard, you have a way to bring in all of your media, and look at that, YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube now. So with this, we plugged in YouTube directly into this. So you're able to go in and you actually have an app that's a full YouTube app that will allow you to bring in those things. That's great. You're going, I've already got that on a browser. Could I maybe get some of those things in different tiles? Absolutely. So one of the things that we plugged in with this, with the media, was that I can now also go in and I can see multiple YouTube videos directly from here. So what I did is I just went and got some videos based on Machu Picchu here, and all I have to do is just bring those out. Look how easy that is. So think about your projects. Think about how much trouble that is trying to send that out to your students. And could I just go in here and have those ready to go?
High in the Peruvian Andes.
We can write on top of it. We can also take it full screen. And we also have all of our full controls over YouTube. Things like closed captioning and others already available inside of the software. You can get multiple browsers. What if I could have 4 browsers on the screen at the same time with students being able to do research and being able to utilize that in the media center or in the library? That's a game changer right there. We always get the question too, where do I find content? How can I go out there and be able to find those lessons that are already created, or how do I go in to do that? ClearTouch now has a lesson community. So with this, I can go out and I can search by age groups, by lesson types, by subject, all these different things that you're going to do. And I can go in and I can just be able to download those and run that straight from here. So if we wanted to have one just right away, so we'll get this one here. just say download. Once it's ready, we'll open that up. Chose the one that was the biggest one on the screen, didn't I? All right, so we're going to open up this sea turtle lesson. So it actually gives you a little bit of a preview. There's a lot going on this screen, but it shows you that you've got all of your vocabulary or your sight words here, and you can deliver those things, and it looks just like this. Makes it very, very easy for you to create these lessons. And that's the finished product. So students are able to go in here and be able to match the correct things. One of the strategies that you'll probably use in your classroom is going to be differentiated instruction. And with that, we've already got a way to do this with Snowflake Multi-Teach. So I want to show you how this is done. Over on this side right here, I've got some of our vocabulary words or our sight words from this week. And what I've got is an exercise that some of my students will be able to do here, but I also want to be able to deliver this same content, but delivered a different way on this side. So all I have to do is just open that lesson back up, and we have a variety of ways to be able to edit this. So I'll just go in and I'll edit that lesson, and you can see all the different ways that are already prepared for you, so you don't have to do a lot of extra work in order to deliver this lesson in a differentiated manner. So with this, all we have to do is just start working with our lesson directly. So we can both work on each side at the same time. And what you're noticing here is that I've got same content but delivered two separate ways, one of which might be kind of a game, another is more of a matching or location type of game. Should help to transform your classroom completely. So that was just a sneak peek of what all is in Snowflake Multi-Teach. There's so much more, and we have lots of videos already online, both on YouTube and on the ClearTouch site, as well as at Touchboards. So with this, if we just exit Snowflake